in. They stood pat with Derek Carr, hoping that he's the long-term answer. On first down, Carr. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Garoppolo. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
Here we go.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about confidence.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Now Garoppolo. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play action, now it's Carr. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Carr toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We'll look now at the lineup defensively for Chicago. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Nicole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they... take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
To throw is Garoppolo. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 33 yards that time.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr completes it, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now Carr. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. David Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. Shrugs him off. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down, McCaffrey looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's to McCaffrey, complete. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we?
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So the late turnover, that turns into 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to capitalize and get the 3 that you just mentioned. On the other side of the field, kicking themselves. You think they'll be talking about ball security in the locker room?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. That'll be the first talking point. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. No gain on the play there. Second down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 42 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Garoppolo now. It's complete to Robinson. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. There's Garoppolo to throw. This will be caught by Brown. That one goes for 30 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Alex Erickson, his first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. On play action, now Carr, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on second and long. Carr. And some room to work. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Well, pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing again on second down. Carr completes it to Hardman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
We gonna shut y'all down.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good.
I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Carr going to go on fourth down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they take a knee. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a